Good morning. Happy Thursday, April 9th. Today the 9th. I believe so. Yesterday was the 7th or the 8th. Hope everyone is doing well. Just want to share my thoughts today real quick. I'm going to keep it short. I got a lot of stuff to do. That's why we're back inside trying to get this honed in so we can get it done and get it knocked out, move on with the day and get some results going. Yesterday I had mentioned something about parallel universes. There's a lot of talk about, everybody has their opinion. So, I mean, you can call this conspiracy theories, whatever it is. It's just, people's opinions, thoughts, ideas on what's going on, where this virus came from, and blah, blah, blah. And to me, it's no different than life. If you look for evidence to confirm your thoughts and feelings, you will find it. I honestly don't believe in time travel. You're here. You're present. You're in this moment. If I'm not here, I'm somewhere else. I can't be in two places at the same time. I believe that a lot of metaphors, just like the Bible, a lot of its metaphors and analogies, the parallel universes that we have are in our mind that we've created. And because of the way I've come to understand how life works and everybody's place on Earth is, people have their own things going on. And either you become a part of that world or you bring that into your world. Is there a deep state? Is there... there is some crazy stuff going on. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. And that's the deliciousness of life. There's, like right now, the whole thing with, the coronavirus is man-made, and there's people, the Rothschilds and the Vanderbilts and the people with money are trying to control the world and this, that, and the other. Initially, I believe everything to the point that I believe it's possible and it may be going on. As I spoke the other day, I look at things at more on a granular level. How does that affect me? Am I here to be a part of that or to expose it or to discover it? I'm not. You might be, and that's okay. But in general, I'm talking to those that are here in this part of the play, in this grand scheme of life. That's over there. That's a deterrent. And if that's what you need, that's why we have so many TV channels, so many TV shows, because some people need an escape. To me, it's like going on a vacation to a far-off land and just staying in the house, not going out and exploring things. You've come from heaven, the universe, to this physical body to experience life. And maybe you came just to be a good mother, a good father. You just want to teach. Maybe you just want to be, maybe you're just here just to check things out, to see what's going on. You're not really here to do, be, or create anything. And that's fine. I'm talking to those that feel like there's a purpose, but they keep getting drawn towards other things. Don't go too far into the future, and don't keep yourself in the past. Stay here, focused on what's important to you and the people around you. You know, a lot of that stuff is great for debate and to have a discussion, but to get emotionally involved and to tie that to your life, I think what I've noticed is that it keeps a lot of people from accomplishing the things that they really want, that it appears to me that they want to accomplish. And I know it's happened to me. So you watch your TV shows, you make your speculations about what's going on in the deep state and what's, you know, there's always, if you look at history, look at the Bible, look at the history books, since the beginning of time, there has been some kind of controversy, killing, plague, natural disasters. It's on record. Science has proven that the world has gone through 5 different extinctions. The Earth's polarities have reversed. When there was nobody on the Earth, there were dinosaurs and stuff. You know, so climate change, sure, it's a cycle. That's what gives us the illusion of time, is the cycle that we're in. I mean, they've already proven in the whole universe, the Earth is like just a little bitty blip. You know, in the beginning of time, they thought that the Earth was flat. Some people still believe that. We used to believe that the Earth was the center of the universe and blah, blah, blah. And now, you know, we know that we just have one galaxy and many, 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 many galaxies out there. So and that's, again, that's part of finding your purpose. If your purpose is to explore and to be an astronaut and go out there and find answers for that, or if you're just here trying to figure out, you know, how to enjoy life, stay healthy, make money, and go travel, then that's a different thing. If you're meant to be a spy, an FBI agent, to go dig into conspiracy theories, hey, that's your thing. I'm just saying, in general, the clarity that I have is there's not God or the universe, Mother Nature isn't saying it's time to cleanse and all this is going to happen. Everybody's going to have a different experience out of every situation. You know, we've had 2 world wars. We've had different plagues. I mean, how many times do you think people have thought the world was going to come to an end? 2000, 1999, the 2K deal. Everybody was freaking out. The Mayan calendar. You know, oh, the world's going to come to an end. Did it change the way we did things going forward? For some people didn't change. For some people it was good, some people it was bad. Same thing with this coronavirus. There will be another pandemic. There will be another catastrophe. You know, thank goodness this is all we're going through right now, and a lot of other stuff isn't piled on. Every time something happens, you know, some people are like, oh, this is just, this was man-made. The government did it. Some people believe that the government controls the weather. You know, that the media is completely fake. And, you know, in America, I don't think it's done on purpose. It's just these people's opinion. Now you go over to China or North Korea, yes, that's all being controlled and manipulated. You only get told and hear what they want you to hear. And that happens here to a degree. If someone's large enough, they can, on Facebook, remove stuff, put stuff out there, fake stuff. And that's why you have to be clear on what you want and what's going on in your world. Be realistic. That's when it comes down to, what do I want? What is the world I want to live in? And you can create that. You can create that in your mind. And I reference this to the Mandela effect. If you're not familiar with it, look it up. Has there ever been Jiffy peanut butter? When I was posed that question, I could have swore there was Jiffy peanut butter. No such thing. Never has been. It's always been Jif or Skippy. There's Jiffy popcorn. And there's a lot of other examples for that. But due to that, some people believe that there's a parallel universe. That there's a universe where there is Skippy peanut butter. Really? I mean, a whole universe? That universe is in your mind. We all see things differently. We remember things differently. It happens all the time. And it's up here. Your heaven, your hell, your God, your everything is up here. This is your universe that you connect with. Yesterday I was talking about the mind, the body, and the spirit. Those three things are connected, and that's how we operate from the ether, from the universe, from life to the mind. That's the reception, and then we work it through the body. So this is all about getting what you want, results. Play with it. Again, if you want something to be real, you will find evidence for it. A belief is nothing more than a thought. The truth is relative. My truth is different than your truth. Give you another example. This is why I don't get in arguments, because everybody sees things differently. But take someone that's colorblind, okay? We all see colors differently. How many times have you been in a debate with someone over whether something was purple or blue, or whether something was navy blue or black? I've had a few. My son is colorblind, sees colors differently, in a big way. But that's his reality. When he sees a color and it looks purple to him, and you're like, oh my God, no, that's blue. Well, it's blue to me. It's blue to most people. But that's his perception. Who's right or wrong? We just look at we look at how things are interpreted on average, and that's what our normal is. But for him, that's normal. And the rest of us are screwed up. So if you can only imagine what that's like when you see something and someone says, no, that's not the color, and you're like, it is. That's what I see. But that's a physical thing. That's an actual thing. So if you can just imagine, if somebody has a belief and they hear something and you're like, oh my God, no. So you kind of change the way you look at things. I had another point on that, but I can't remember what it was now. It eludes me. Oh yeah. This disorders. You know, I have attention deficit disorder. I have this disorder. There's no disorders. It's just that's who you are. And you have the ability to change it. I mean, for the definition of ADD, that's what I've always had. I have. It's a challenge for me to focus sometimes, and it's very easy for me to get off task. It's very easy for me to be doing something, see something, and then, boop! Oh, look at the butterfly! Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. Still to this day, is it a disorder? According to who? You have to recognize I'm wanting to stay focused, something's taking my focus. Then, you know, who knows? Who knows if that's why you came here to this earth, to figure that out and help others get over that, or just enjoy it and just go with the journey. And sometimes that's what I do. I just, whatever that takes my attention, that's where I go. And I just let it happen. And it happens on a regular basis. If I want to get something done, I have to set the time. I have to make a schedule, set the time. I have to make sure that there's certain things I have to do. But that's life. We all, I mean, life wouldn't be life if everybody was the same, if everybody was happy, if everything worked and looked and tasted the same. You know, taste, that's another thing. You know, everybody has a different palate. You know, some people are lactose intolerant. Some people aren't. Some people like certain things. Some people don't. I've been told I'm crazy because I don't like certain things. You know, I went through a phase where it was like an insult. It was like, who the fuck are you? Then it's like, I get it. That's the way you see things. That's your opinion. You know, everybody's entitled to like or dislike, and we're all entitled to change our mind and see things differently as we grow. You know, there are things that I didn't like as a child and things that I did like, and now that I'm older, those have flipped, you know. So I guess it kind of comes down to you don't know what you don't know. And if you go through life humble that you don't know anything, you're just looking for clarity instead of conclusions, and just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Love you guys.